It's that heat, boy.
Hello everyone, we're here spectating Duke of Games, playing tank this game. Currently Diva, over here, let me work our way over here.
3, 2, 1.
So I heard that this was going to be a tough loss. I'm here spectating, wrong side, spectating to see how it goes, how it's going to turn out. See what could be done differently, what could be done better, and that's what I'm gonna speak about. So here we're starting off. Duke is Diva, which is harder to play against a Zarya than, let's say, a Monkey or something. But it's possible. It's possible. Aim. That's all I'm gonna say there. Just track your opponent. Simple one word fix is aim. Nice. Okay. You seem to be using your rockets, not your rockets, your missiles, but your boosters. You seem to be using your boosters off cooldown, at least you were. For a short while there, let's go back. Every time it got off cooldown, you would use it. Hold on, let's let everything load in. Using boosters. Let's let everything load in completely. This is all good. Remember, you can kind of cancel your boosters. You can cancel your boost so that you can... I believe that's what threw you off the Zarya, is that you were trying to stop. So you did a sharp turn in place. Either that or you lost her. But it would be easier to just stop your boosters and then aim, rather than trying to let them play out and then aim with it going. It'll be pretty weird. You'll lose and you'll turn the wrong way. You'll lose sight of your target. This is good, like I said earlier. You're using these boosters off cooldown. Like right there, like there was no need to push in. Reaper is not one of the people you want to push in against unless you're with a DPS. Or he's like one tap without fade. As a diva, of course. You're still using the boosters off cooldown, there's no need. And for what? You really just maybe 25 damage, whatever the damage is, 15 damage. Since they did nerf it recently. The boop damage of the diva hitting you while boosting. They did take like $10 10 points of damage off of that. Now you're isolated, you can't protect your team. Nor can they really heal you without being like in danger of you know, just getting messed up by Zarya or anyone in between you. And you see Zarya just went past you to kill the rat, and the Mercy trying to heal you eventually got messed up. But had you been the one in the doorway here, this would not have happened. So let's go back a little bit and free float the camera. So let's keep track of where everyone is at. I don't know why this is up here. That's crazy. D.Va's really Supermaning right now. Like literally, like one arm above the other. This is literally a Superman thing. That is crazy. Alright, so let's keep track of everything. D.Va goes around here. Uses boosters to get around on the Zarya. Kinda loses her. Where's bro aiming right now? Where is bro aiming? Alright. So, okay, so the Mercy stay with you the whole time, it seems. Good kill on the Ashe.
The objective is now active.
Good, the Mercy goes this way instead of through the team. That's excellent. This is where you boost into the Reaper when you should have stayed around here. Kind of poked the Reaper, and Junkrat could have shot, potentially damaging the Reaper. Interesting boost, like I said. You want to maximize damage of the rockets here. You want to do it when you're closing in on somebody. You don't want to be sniping people with the rockets. Those rockets don't do enough to be sniping people. And then, had you been right here though, you could have, Zarya would have came to you, as we see. Zarya would have came to you, maybe been damaging you, yes, fine. But Junkrat would be behind you spamming the Zarya with the grenades, you know? And you have a bunch of armor, not currently, but usually you, like, I believe like half your HP, or a little bit less than half your HP in mech is armor. So you could be using that to stay alive while shooting Zarya, and the Junkrat behind you blowing up her bubbles, and guess what? Junkrat takes out both her bubbles. That's when you press rockets, then press your boost, and just like go right to her face, critical shots, and she's done. But look, so Mercy is in the middle of the enemy team, getting jacked up by, unfortunately, by the Lucio here. And over here, your Junkrat, unfortunately, just got beamed down because wasn't getting the heals, you know, that was needed. But beyond that, he wasn't getting the shielding that he needed from D.Va. Yes, she doesn't have a shield. She can't protect against beams in a shield way, I guess. But you have the armor to just tank it. Alright, nice try, nice try. Alright, the team seems to be waiting somewhat for the tank to get back.
Together then strikes him down.
Reinhardt, interesting switch. It's good versus Zarya, if you know how to play.
I will keep you safe. Go, my head.
I mess up charges just like that all the time. It's not the best thing to do, but you want to, it's just really not good. I need to work on that too. Charging, the charge hitbox is so weird to me. Like I can get any object, but I can't get a person. It's so weird. But yeah, I need to work on that myself. But as far as that fire strike, kind of just aim the dot reticle that you have, you know, towards an enemy rather than towards a wall. It takes some practice because it's not hit scan. There's a cast time, they call it. So it's time while the animation goes to when the fire strike is on its way. Don't treat it like a hit scan and be like, you know, click it and done. You have to hold it for a split second until the animation finishes and it releases the fire strike. Then can you put your shield up or look the other way or, you know, do whatever you need to. This is great shielding, but unfortunately your DPS aren't doing much with this shield. They just don't seem to be in the area. And with that being said, you never want to hold your shield up, you know, just to, you know, think about what happened here. You just sat here and let them beam down your shield. You want to do something a little bit differently. Swing more and then use the shield to get you out so the Mercy can heal you. But you never want to have the shield low. And then, so, look here. The shield is at 300 HP. Now imagine you get knocked down by the Reaper to like low health. What are you gonna put up? Like by then the shield might have maybe 500 HP, 600 HP. You know. But imagine you were low and the shield was around 300. I mean, they can just blast the shield down in like 3 shotgun shots as a Reaper. Or 4, right? So you want, but if you were low and your shield was 100%, you know, that could keep you alive a lot longer. You didn't have to charge in that early, but I'll leave that there. Your shield, you want to charge in when your shield is active and your fire strike. That's okay. Just make sure your shield, you have more health in your shield. Good, don't put your shield up for a ram. Good. Good. This is fine, holding your shield up, it's full. So, you know, just for funsies, hold it up. But you don't need to. You have Shadow already, that's great. You put it down and let it... Look here, you're just holding it up. Yes, it has more than 1,000 HP currently. Still, put it down, let it regen. If you really want to protect your team from like stray shots from the enemy randomly shooting, then you can just stand in front of them and let your, you know, and let your support heal you up, rather than, now I'm not talking about a lot of crazy damage, I'm just talking about one shot here or there, you know, like you're trying to protect him from here. You can just stand in front of him, which is really is a lot, you know. That was unfortunate. You missed the Reaper there. That was unfortunate as well that you went to the full. So something interesting about Ram ult with Ryan versus Ryan, you actually do want to shield it off. Now, yes, he can punch through, right, your shield, but his ult works by tethering to enemies, and that needs line of sight directly to him. So even if you're quote unquote in his ultimate, if you have your shield up to him, even though he's damaging you with punches, his ult will only last like 3 seconds because it simply just can't go through your shield. Whether you should die holding up your shield for his ult or not, it depends on the situation. If you have both supports on you and like your whole team's behind you, shield it off, and I assume that your support would be healing you, and his ult will be gone like with a snap of your fingers. Alright? So, with Ryan, you never want to be alone without Shatter, especially without Shatter. So this flank is pretty interesting. One of your teammates just died. I think you still could have pushed with your team here, be their shield, rather than going alone. And you know, they really just can't help you right now, and nor can you help them. Ryan is not the tank you want to go solo, you know, unless your team is coming in from a different angle and you have ult. One tip with Ryan is to swing your camera, because the hammer's animation goes so far to the left and right. But if you go move your camera left and right as well, the hammer's damage range side to side becomes a lot further around. I say that because if you had spun your camera to the right a little bit, you would have gotten that ash right there. Unfortunate first round.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Stay close to me and I'll keep you safe.
We will have peace at any cost.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Time to save the world.
Alright, we're back on Diva.
Dig deep, everyone. We can't afford to lose another. Forward barrier activated. Yes, reporting it.
I wouldn't have used my rockets there just like that, but that's fine.
Nothing gets past me.
Diva's good versus Ram, but you don't want to charge in like you did. you charged in, and you have to keep in mind who your supports are. You have a Brig and an Alari. They can't heal far range, you know. Alari is close to maybe mid-range, depending on your definition of mid-range. And the Brig is... I mean, the Brig is good to heal you, at least a little bit, but she's gone, you know? She's dead. So right here you have to run. Which it looks like you did. Why are you engaging again? You're below 50% HP as far as your mech. You're still engaging. No. You engaged way too much.
The objective is now active.
So Alari is with you, yes. But you have no matrix. You don't even have 50% HP yet. And why are you engaging? You have time. Look, they only have 3% of the point. You have time to heal up and gather your team. Another one of your teammates died. So, also another thing, keep track of the kill feed. That's very important, especially as a tank. You have to know what's going on behind you or around you, as far as your own teammates, because you can't push up by yourself. Not versus the whole team. If you had simply, so let's go back to see where you could have gone, what I would have done. I wouldn't be over here unless the ram was like one tap and I got the ram. Then I probably would be over here having to deal with the rest of them. But you charged at the ram when he was full health. So he's another person to punch you. So right here, assuming I did everything up to this point just like you had, all of this, I would, hold on. I will go right in there where the Ilari is to get that mega. It hasn't loaded in quite yet. It's crazy. But you guys know this room where the mega is. I would have gone in there instead of coming down these steps. Alright. And then you start to get pressured, but you push back in. At least a little bit. And at 32 HP, one tap for both of them, even, you run out. Getting both people with you killed. And you as well. So, moral of the story, the four of you would still be alive had Duke here gone for the mega. Look at May. May, no!
Together it strikes him down!
That was a good fire strike, and it missed because, you know, Life Weaver was ready for it somehow. But that was a good fire strike nonetheless. Never run off on your own versus a ram. The ram is just gonna kill you. Stay with your team more. At least as a ride. Nice, Ken. You were shielding, so in that case, it's pretty tough. Because if you hold your shield up, you just let him get free punches, basically. But if you put it down, he gets free, well, not free, but he gets punches and tether, which does like 15 damage a second or something like that. So he does more damage to you, you know, when your shield is down. The trade-off is, you know, you take more damage, but you can do damage, you know, with your hammer. So it takes knowing what you want to do, what the context of the situation, to be like, oh, I want to keep my shield up this time, or to be like, oh, I'm gonna put my shield down and swing him to death, you know? It depends on where his health is at, where his supports are, where your supports are, where your health is at, a lot of different things. You could also pin him away from you and your team and just die alone, but you have to have confidence in your team to finish the job and kill everyone else before the ram gets back, or you kill him, either way.
I'm not through just that! Shield activated!
That seems to be the end of the game. It was a pretty tough game, pretty interesting. Different things that could have been done differently as far as D.Va and Ryan gameplay. Overall, though, it was pretty... Well, there were definitely different things that could be done. Hopefully this vid was good. You learned a lot. Hopefully this vid was done with a lot of love for all of you watching. It was. I know it didn't sound like it, but I do think I gave some constructive criticism. If y'all want to get me to do a review for you, hit me up in the comment section or through Discord, and we will go through the terms of that later on. Alright, peace.